Good afternoon. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News. I am your host this evening, Brian Taylor Bridges. I am your host, Brian Taylor Bridges. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News. Y'all come on in. I want to go straight in on Lil Boosie, y'all. Talking about the Lil Boosie Badass. Lil Boosie Badass. Yep. Want to talk about him this evening, you all. Particularly what he means to the black community. What does this traffic stop means to young kids in a black community? And was this traffic stop more than what the public perceives? Is it more than what the public perceives? Because you all, just mind you, recently R. Kelly was charged with these sexual assault crimes, and Boosie was publicly upset about that. I said it, yes, Boosie was publicly upset about the conviction of R. Kelly, about him getting 30 years, you all. So maybe this is just a little bit more than some tinted windows. Maybe this is just a little more than some hidden tag plates, you all, because from what I understand, everything the man has is pretty much paid for. You know, if it's not paid for, if it's not paid for, I'm pretty sure he don't got but one or two notes left on whatever he buying, because the man pretty much pays cash for all of his merchandise and all of his items, you all. So he not in no situation where he paying no notes on something, or that he done stole some type of vehicle, or he riding in a vehicle that he done bought from a chop shop, you all. These are some of the things that he purchased with his money, with honest money that he made from this music industry, you all. Before I get off into a little bit deeper into this, again, I wanted to really talk about what does Boosie mean to the black community. You know, what he mean to all the young kids that's coming up, because, I know once upon a time, personally, I used to listen to Boosie, and I know how excited he made me feel. I know how he made me feel as a black man, and I know how he made me feel coming from the circumstances in my life that I have going through and experience, you all, which is a rough, not so much as rough, but a tough urban life, you all. A tough urban life where he was pretty much raised in the projects, and I was pretty much raised in the projects. At least 50 or 60% of my life, I was in the projects as well, you all. So we all come from a pretty much a tough background, where our parents had to struggle, so forth and so on. And we all got the same, pretty much the same, conviction time, you all, because mind you, this was a movement. The movement of mass incarceration was a movement that affected a lot of black families, the majority of black families, which would have been 75%, 80% of the black families at this particular era. Now, mind you, all, me and Boosie is pretty much from the same particular era. And I do mean era like as in generation, you all. We came up around the same type of generation of music. Like I said, I previously in my earlier youth, in my younger life, I was a fan, and I still like Boosie, don't get me wrong or take for misconception of what I'm trying to say, or even what I'm trying to express, because like I said, he a man, he got to feed his family like everybody else, you all. But, when is enough? When is enough? I said it, when is enough? Because by now, he had a particular traffic stop a couple of days ago, that went from one situation, it was kind of calm, and then, as these officers proceeded to, go and check into his vehicle, from what they smelled and perceived to be some marijuana in there, Boosie began to become belligerent. He became upset. He was very frustrated because and rightfully so. The man feel like he had been harassed. He feel targeted, and in this situation, he has now moved into a particular area in Atlanta, just so he can be away from everybody and kind of have some kind of sense of peace, to kind of get away from, some of the distractions that the city life will bring to you all. So mind you, he thinking he living somewhere off in the country where it's kind of cool, but he's still being harassed in the same manner, Now I'm under the impression that by now I'm more than sure that Boosie has his own record label, But like I say, in this particular situation, he don't have to worry about so many others feeding him, but his, the bulk of his income would be coming from a white industry, the radios, the media, so forth and so on. I mean, as a black community, these are some of the things that we do not own. So we still need these people, And had he been in a situation where he enticed these particular people to kill him, I mean, we would have be lost without him, Not only as far as loss as it would have been hard to get over, because he would have been just like pretty much the rest of the brothers that go on and pass, next week it will be on to the next funeral, you understand? But like I said, in this particular situation, I really think that he should have calmed himself down, because he done been pulled over how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 times. So you should be way used to that by now, bro. You already know these people feel to be pulling you over and harassing you, so forth and so on. I don't know if he was really trying to get his shine on for the little youngster, but I'm pretty sure he had him petrified, because he ain't know if Boosie was for real or for fake. Like I said, my main incident, and I will share the video with you all, is that the perception that the youth will have, the perception that the youth will have when it comes to speaking to these people that pull you over, because when these people pull you over, they is not playing no games, I think in this particular situation, Boosie, like I said, I know he was frustrated, but don't try to do what he do. Don't try to be the person that he is being out here in these streets, because that's just for show. That's just for show. Like I said, I don't know if it was staged or not. From one point, unless you really just go dig off into the police records, because it got to the TMZ center very fast. Yep, it got to TMZ very fast, Yeah, which means that one of the officers had the permission to actually send it over to TMZ. So they got paid for the video, so forth and so on, But like I said, my biggest thing is, what will it tell young kids, because, like I said, he said a lot of things that he said out of frustration that I really, in my opinion, I don't think he should have said. The man went on and proceeded to talk about spitting on every nurse when he hit the jailhouse. Had he gone, but praise God, he didn't go, and the situation didn't get worse, because these are some of the ways that you can make a small situation into a very large situation, and I would, if he do happen to listen to this, if you do happen to listen to this, homie, sit your little self down, man. You take them kind of licks there, man, and you do what you need to do so you can get on to the next location, because Boosie, this is what you don't realize, and the people don't realize, that your life will be worth more to these white demons if you dead than alive. I mean, just think about Michael Jackson, bro. Think about Elvis Presley, so forth and so on. The list go on and on. Prince. I mean, once you dead, bro, they collecting off of your death. You know, ain't nothing. You know, I'm pretty sure. I hope you go ahead on and get your little wheel and stuff together, man, because they blasting. They don't care who you is. They don't care who you is, how much time you done, or none of that, man. You know, another thing that he said was very bad, you know, to me was about, you know, him speaking on what's going on at his house, man. You know, that's solicitation to an officer. You can't offer no, you can't offer nobody no sex. You know, and you sure can't offer no officer no sex. You know, that's more than solicitation to some type of officer. That's more than solicitation to sex. You know, that was almost pimpering and pandering. You know, he almost caught a major case. You all. Well, I always get scared when I hear something like that, you all, because that's an indication of an Amber Alert. That means somebody's child has been abducted, you all. So, let me see. One moment. Because it's an Amber Alert, you all, so it's going off everywhere anyway. It said the child abduction is in Coffee, Texas, you all. The victim is 10 years old, a white female, Ryder Williams, who was last seen wearing a sky blue onesie with blue shorts. Man, that's sad. She was 10 years old, you all. A white female, Ryder Williams, who was last seen wearing a sky blue onesie, man. A 10-year-old girl with a onesie. What kind of sick people is out there, man? There's some sick people out there, man. But anyway, you all, it's a 10-year-old girl with a onesie. I'm going to try to get some more information on this here where I can possibly share it with you all. But it's just a new Amber Alert. New Amber Alert, you all. So, you all, if you all in Texas, y'all be on the lookout. But back to Boosie, you all. Like I said, man, you know, I wish the very best for him, you know. But that's what we go. That's the whole point about these images that these rappers take on when they coming in the music industry. You know, I personally had my own family that was in the music industry, a very productive family, and I was security, you all. I was security for these particular artists, so I know what it's like to be in the rap career, in the rap scene, in the rap industry, and it's something that I very much will understand, you all. But the thing about this gangster rap and this turned up music is the things that it entices kids to do, you all. You know, as children, some of these children don't have the proper mind frame to even listen to the type of music that this man spit out, you all. Because I promise you, the brother used to have us fired up, you feel me? We'll go to the club and set it off, you know, and set it off in that mother, you know, for real. And it was the type of music that did make you want to set it off, you all. So, like I said, you know, this is one of the things and one of my concerns even moving forward, you all, because, you know, I'm pretty sure this man have a lot more music left in him, man, you know, and just, you know, hopefully by the grace of God that he had a wherewithal and the mindset to realize that, man, I am spitting a lot of verses out here, you know, think more consciously of the things that they putting out, man. You know, like I said, you know, he went on there and was very belligerent with these officers. And like I say, I do understand his frustration, but I don't understand none of the words he said. You can't even put them in a rap song, you know, about how many females he had at the house and what they was doing. Man, ain't nobody want to know that. That don't make you more gangster. They don't make you more harder, that you have whatever you got up in your career, man. Yeah, I'm speaking on it. I ain't got the kind of money you got, or none of the things that you got. None of the things that you have. But I do have the same type of love that you have within inside of you, and I know you're a good person. Like I said, I know a lot of things that he have done as far as for the community, as far as for the black community, but like I said, when you have these type of artists and they become accustomed to living a certain lifestyle, then they have to continue on these same type of roles. You got to be tough and gangster all the time in every situation, and that's wrong. That's a flat out lie to tell the kids, because you'll get one of them kids, trying to be out there on the side of one of them dark highways, especially one of these Texas highways. Don't try none of that down here, because they'll do you something down here, man. Like I said, by the grace of God, the little situation he was in didn't escalate and go as far as it could have gone, you all, because like I said, man, it could have went from 0 to 60 real fast, and I do mean 0 to 60, you all. I'm going to go ahead on and share a little bit of the video with you all so you all can get a better perspective of what I'm really trying to say, you all. So just bear with me a moment. My little Amber Alert came on and kind of scared me a little bit, you all, because like I said, the first thought I have is, damn, I mean, somebody's child has been, abducted, and possibly a baby girl, whether it's a baby girl or a baby boy, it's wrong. Amber Alert is something serious, you all. So, like I said, they kind of got me nervous a little bit. So, you all bear with me 1 second. I'd like to read my copyright disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Title 17 U.S.C. Sections 107 allows is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news report, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is permitted by the copyright statute and might otherwise be infringed. Non-profit, educational, and personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. You all tips the balance in favor of fair use. You all. Again, like I said, I was young once upon a time, and I had this type of fire in me, you all. So, like I said, I'm not trying to just cut the man off like that, but as far as me promoting some of the things that he's still continuously involved in, I can't seem to make myself do that, unless they're doing some kind of community function for these kids, Like I said, I do love the man, care about him enough, to jump on here and say what I need to say, whether he like it or not, you all. So, like I said, that's what I want to share with you all. Like I said, the perception of what it will mean to a black child, you all, because like I said, the type of songs that Boosie make is the type of songs that that is causing some of the problems in this world today, you all. I don't mean like literally he making everybody go do something, you all. I just mean the type of music it is. It's like some crunk club song. It's like this my clique and that's your clique, and F all y'all, type of enthusiasm, you all. Like I said, it's a bad situation. I wish the kids wasn't allowed to see it. I wish they didn't even have to see him even go through something like that, because like I said, it always sets a mark in the minds of people that their minds are not even, like I said, even strong enough to comprehend what's really actually happening, you all. I do understand his frustration, and I think it could possibly be more. You all, Boosie is a monster out there. He is, a force to be reckoned with. Whether it's in the music industry or just verbally, you all, and maybe these people are tired of him, you all, and maybe they really. Are upset about him even speaking out on the behalf of R. Kelly, you all, because the spirit will speak, and like I said, that was very uncalled for him to discuss what was going on in his home. I don't know if he's selling head out there or not, but shit, I mean, if somebody was still living in that lifestyle, I mean, it would be worth to go and see, you all, but like I said, that's a very sinful thing, and it's not nothing that I would engage in or that I'm advising anyone else to engage in. It was just an open conversation, you all. Like I said, it's a lot of kids out there that still look up to the man. He has made a real impact in the urban community. He means a lot to us, as far as understandings of, coming from nothing and acquiring something, you all, coming from a bad situation and making something good of, his outcome. And, for a lot of kids, they look up and they want to be rappers. They don't want to be nothing else. These other little kids, man, they don't want to be football players, doctors, none of that stuff. They'll rather be people like Boosie. They'll rather be people like Lil Baby, and this is sad, this is sad, in my opinion, not to say that these are some bad people or nothing of that magnitude, but these are the type of role models that our kids have to look up to. They not looking up to people like Malcolm X no more. They not looking up to people like Martin Luther King no more. We looking up to people like this, and the first thing he say is the most degrading thing he can say about black women. You understand? What they up there doing, because I know it ain't he ain't got no house full of white girls, because he don't even bother with white girls. He don't mess with white girls and Vietnamese and all that. Every now and then he might catch a straggler and bang them up, but he ain't messing with nothing but some sister girls up in there, and shit. You might need to check some of them. I said that you might need to double check some of them, you all, because ain't no telling, man, what be going on in this world now today. Like I said, it was a very crazy situation. I don't know, like I say, there's so much going on in the industry now. They can make a whole movie right there on the street, you all. So, like I say, man, it could have went either way, but if these people are harassing them, I would like for them to stop myself, stop harassing people, if they wanted to get an autograph, they should have just called the man, but, and, my solution for him and anybody else who out there, man, don't be trying to do that. You all, it ain't that you scared, broad, you less of a man, but you do what you need to do, comply with them people. Don't make them people kill you out there. Them people out there, they done killed a bunch of people this year, man. They putting 60 holes in people, man. They done just shot this Bland, this brother Bland. They shot and killed his daddy up, and he was with Breonna Taylor, ain't he? I mean, it's just so much going on, man. So much conspiracy going on, man. Like I say, this wouldn't be I wouldn't suggest that be the proper move for nobody, to be doing that kind of thing, to be behaving in that kind of manner, because that's not gonna move them no faster, It was a routine stop anyway, He was going to be going on about his business anyway. What he had up in there. He had a little grass. They can't take his money, but, from what I understand, he going to smoke wherever he going. I don't know if he on no probation or no parole or nothing like that, but I know that man gonna get his smoke on. You know, ain't nobody gonna stop him from doing that. But like I said, you know, it wouldn't. My biggest concern is the children, you know, the people who are watching you, you know, the people who sitting up watching you, you know, it's my biggest concern, you know, the children, you know, because I'm strong enough. I ain't got to listen to your music. I ain't got to listen to your music now another day in life. You understand? And I ain't listen to you in a minute. You know, but I do care about you. You know, I do care about the things that you're doing out there, and especially the things that you're doing in this black community. You all, and that goes for any and everybody. You all, you have to be aware that these kids are looking up to you, man. These kids, they need you, man. They don't need you to ruin their life. You know, they need you to give them some good feed. You know, something positive, man. You know, something that they can carry on with themselves to the next generation. You know, because they growing up way faster than we did. Y'all know how I go out there. Go out first, cry game. We out. Boosie, pump your brakes, homie. Peace.